Hey everyone, Peace Eye here. Today we're going to talk about Attack on Titan, Chapter 88. A lot of stuff happened in that chapter, but basically it starts off with Owl. He's destroying everybody, all the Maryland soldiers and whatnot, and then in his Titan form, and then he speaks to Aaron's father, Grisha, about himself and everything like he talks about the nine titans and basically the history of the Ymir people, and we learn that Owl's actual name is Aaron, so we can safely assume that Aaron is named after Owl. So that was pretty cool. Owl ends up giving Grisha a task, basically to go back and take the original Titan from within the walls. So obviously Grisha's like, why did you let everyone die? Why can't you do this? And he says basically he had to kill his royal blood wife, Grisha's wife, because they were just the Maryland people were just going to use her to create baby after baby after baby, basically to experiment on or to use as titans, because like she knew that they would have known that she had the power to control titans and whatnot. But anyway, there's a really big bomb that was dropped. We found out that Titans that obtain one of the nine Titan powers end up having to die within 13 years. So that's why Owl could no longer continue, because he was right around the 13-year mark. So he gave his power to Grisha. And that's probably why once Grisha got into the walls, he was he was on the outskirts, and then the scouting group, someone found him and I guess brought him into the walls. I don't know what excuse he used. That's probably going to be in the next chapter. We might see a little bit more of that, or they might not touch on that at all. It's probably not too important. But he went on to meet his other wife and have kids, Aaron, and he his 13 years was probably going to be up soon, so he ended up having Aaron eat him. So yeah, that happened. And yeah, Mikasa is not too happy about that, because now both of her friends are going to die within 13 years. Aaron has about 7.5 or 8 years, I believe, remaining. So that kind of sucks. So that's just huge, knowing that. Finding out what the actual purpose of everything was. They actually called the 13-year thing Ymir's Curse. Another thing about the Ymir people is that they're all connected. Say we learned today that if you die before you can pass on your Titan power, if you've got one of the nine Titan powers, it's going to go to a random person of Ymir. So in this realm, there's a little bit more magic than we had thought. And Grisha even says this. So it's like, so magic is real? And they were talking about Ymir and how she was like a witch and stuff. But basically, if you die, and you have the Titan power, and you're not giving it to any of the other Ymir people, it's just gonna go to another random Ymir person. So it's like just magically connected, and that's pretty cool. Each of the nine Titans have a name. I'm predicting that they're gonna go through all of the names soon. But the name of the Titan that Aaron ended up with, that he got from Grisha, which he got from Owl, is called the Attacker Titan. And the translation for Attack on Titan is basically the same as the Attacker Titan. So I love when animes and stuff do, and even shows do stuff like that, where they just tell you that the title of the whatever, and then 88 chapters later, they're like, oh, well, now I understand why it's called that. The Attacker Titan is the Titan power that Aaron has. So, yeah. Next episode, next chapter, chapter 89, is going to be so cool. You can't really go wrong with this. Unless it's just complete garbage, we're going to learn a lot more, because this is another bomb that was just dropped. These chapters recently, like the past 20 chapters, of just every time has been something just so crazy. Sure, we had a couple of chapters where it was just like basically stalling and just like really slow fights, but now it's really picking up, and I am super pumped We're definitely going to learn what the other 8 Titans are and what they do, and I think we're going to learn what happened to Zeke. I think he might have something to do with the Beast Titan. I'm not 100% sure, but he does look like Grisha, which would lead me to believe, and he did mention Grisha as well, which would lead me to believe that he is the son of Grisha, but I don't know if that's confirmed yet. They're probably going to confirm that pretty soon. But yeah, this story is going to get way more intense very shortly. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys next month. Bye!